So yeah, Figma for everyone. So I wanted this talk to be just not design centric. So that's why I picked this topic so that everyone else could, relate to like how Figma could be used. Because I have a couple of very interesting stories where I use Figma, like just not for design stuff. So I was like, okay, we could do this. So yeah, that was why I chose this topic. So hi, I'm Shreya. I'm a designer. I'm also a gym rat. So yeah, I love protein. So yeah, that's about me. And also I'm a community organizer at Hyderabad and Everyday Design. So yeah, that's a bit about me. So what are we gonna do today? So I'm probably gonna like walk you through what Figma is and why exactly everyone needs it. Why everyone needs it in their life. And learn as you do, I'll be having a couple of activities and it's gonna be fun. So yeah, just lay it down like session where you can just go through and like just see what's happening. It's not gonna be very intense. So I hope you all could like follow along with me. And yeah, if if it's if it's like the pace is fast or slow, like you could just let me know. And yeah, let's see. So intro to Figma and FigJam. So what exactly Figma is, right? So Figma is basically a software which like designers use. It's a browser-based software, which means that you don't need to download Figma on your desktop actually, and you can actually work it pretty much. You can use all of the features, and it's pretty much free. So you can use everything, and it's online, and you can use from anywhere. So that's the best part about Figma, and I love it for that reason. So you probably what you could do right now is just go to Figma and yeah, the first link you get and just sign up. So my account is already logged in, but if I log out, so I could do that. So wait, could you guys like do that? So you need to create an account on Figma. Let's say I log this out and yeah, so log in. So you can like create or use a single sign-on. You can create your account using Google, or you can log in if you have an existing account already. So once you've logged in, just give me a heads up so I could do like the next thing. Yep. So as you can see, this is where you can see your account and like the community section. And these are the files, like these are the teams. We'll come back to teams later on, but these are the drafts that you saved. These are the deleted ones if you have any deleted files. So the first thing you could probably do here is to create a design file, create a FigJam file, or you could import files from other tools like Sketch. Sketch is like another tool that designers use. So you could import your designs from other softwares too. So that's pretty much about like how Figma works. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna share you a link to this file that I created a couple of minutes back. Let me see it. Oh, too many files. I can't. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go back here and see what was that. Oops. So yeah, this one. I will share you a link of this. So I want you all to like jump into this one. Share. Link. So yeah, let's see. Oh, I see a lot of people. Hi everyone. So yeah, so this is the FigJam file. Oh my god, so many cursors. Love this. Yep. So as you can see, this is the tool FigJam, and this is like an infinite canvas, so it can just go on and on and on. So it doesn't have any end basically. So as you can see, you can do a lot of things over here. Let me just put this sidebar up. Yeah. There is a marker, and there are these shapes which you could use. You could use a lot of, you could change the shapes, you could change the colors. And yeah, these are the sticky notes, and we'll explore this corner in some time. This is text, and these are the arrows and, stamps and, sections to create sections. So yeah, I can see people doing a lot of things already. So yeah, so as you can see, when you like take a note, you can actually see your name down. So basically what I wanted to kind of like basically introduce you guys to is that you can do a lot of brainstorming when it comes to like FigJam. So let's say if you are in a hackathon and you're just getting started with like a team of 4 or how many ever, and you just want to like brainstorm ideas of basically what you want to build over the weekend or whatever. Oh, I see people scribbling. Yes. So you could just go on like add note, and it kind of shows your name at the bottom. So you kind of know like who's kind of doing what. So yeah, that's about like FigJam. Oh, yeah. So hi. Oh, can I? Okay. Hi. This is Shreya. So I just want you all to like add a sticky note with your name and of different color, and like just say your name. So that's pretty much it. Hi Helen. Hi Jen. Hi Elena. Hi Shreya. Jason. Hi Jason. Good to see you again. Hi Karina. Hi Haley. Hi everyone. Oh my god, this is lovely. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, a bit of chaos, but we love it. So yeah. So FigJam has kind of like very interesting things that you could do. Basically, you could set a timer and pick a song. So that's very interesting. So let's say, can everyone hear it? So let's do this for, oh, yeah. So you can set a timer, you can put music, you can also, there are a lot of things that you could do here. Um, there are a lot of templates that you could go and like, you can put a poll, Uh, let's say, where is the poll? Oops. Yeah, it is. Let me pause this music for some time. How is the workshop so far? Oops. Yeah. Liking it. Nice. I cannot even pause the music because everyone is just exploring so much. Interesting. Loving it. Okay. There are the only two options that I'm giving you guys. You have to either like it or you have to love it. So yeah, let's see. Let's see the poll. Can you guys vote? Oh, we have one vote. Yep. So let's see the comments. Looks a bit like Miro. Yeah, it is like Miro, but I feel like Figma does it all for designers. Like I can just do it in one tool, so I kind of don't go to Miro. But yeah, Miro is good too. But I just like the colors and like Figma is just a vibe. I could not explain more about it. Yeah. So we got 9 votes, and you guys are loving it. I love it. So yeah, let's go. And you could like run meetings, and there are a lot of like daily sync templates, and there are a lot of templates that you guys could like explore. And there are like amazing stickers too. Like I constantly use a lot of stickers to make it a lot fun. So yeah, we could use stickers, templates. vision board templates, and UML diagrams. So I have a very interesting story regarding UML diagrams. So we actually had, so for one of our projects, like team projects, like group projects at our college, so our professor needed us to like make UML diagrams, but then we were like, the software that you kind of need to make UML diagrams is like pretty like slow, and the internet is like extremely amazing at my university. So we kind of just figured that, we could just use Figma to like make those. And we just created them in like just, like 10 seconds. I was like, wow, boom. So yeah, there are like a lot of fun ways that I use Figma in like everyday life. So yeah, I can see people already using it. That's lovely. Yeah. So I could show you more templates that so when it comes to FigJam, I basically use FigJam for, let's say, I'll show you in a bit. For example, this workshop's workflow, the initial brainstorming was all done on Figma. So I just opened a random FigJam, and I was like, let's just go. And I just made, I'll show you, give me a minute. Yeah. This was a file that I kind of like just made initial brainstorming. So yeah, daily brainstorming, that's kind of like what you could use Figma for. And yeah, I see a lot of stickers and very interesting stickers that I've never actually used. Okay. Hi Ashwin, where are you from? Okay, I'm from India. I can never get the spelling right. Yep. So okay, now that we've had fun with FigJam, so let's go and explore a bit of Figma. Okay. Go back. Yeah, so you could create a new design file. Currently, what I'm using is basically a team thing. So you can like use like so you basically have 3 teams you can create in Figma if you're using the free version. But if you are a student and are already like enrolled in a university, you could probably go to GitHub and you could just type GitHub student developer pack, and you could actually get Figma for free, Figma Premium for free. So yeah, Figma Pro for free. So you could do that too. And this is gonna take some time to load. Anyways, so yeah, you could use a lot of things, but you have also Figma. So you could use Figma Pro for free if you are enrolled into, you kind of use a developer pack, student developer pack. So that's pretty much about FigJam, and let's get into like Figma. Yep. Let me just do this. Yeah, let's create a new design file. As you can see here, these are the menus. Like basically you can just go around and you can see, create new files right from here, and like do a lot of things here. Plugins, we'll come back to plugins and libraries later on, widgets. And yeah, there's also Figma desktop app, but I currently don't use it because, Figma, you can use it everywhere. So yeah, these are the move and scale tools. So we'll come back to scale again. I hope no one is using this. Okay. Yeah, and then there is frame section, and yeah, basically you could create shapes, and then you could use a pen and pencil tool, and then text, and we have some other resources and hand tool and comments. So this is like, yeah, this is gonna be a little more yeah, so here on the right hand side you have design, and then you can prototype. We're gonna come back to it. soon, and you can like inspect, which I'm going to come back soon too. So yeah, that's pretty much to get started with a Figma file. And I am once again lost. Oh yeah, coming back to my slides. So it's amazing for collaboration and working together. As you could see, like there were like all of you could like collaborate at the same time, 40 people on a single page. So Google Docs cannot do that, right? So Figma is like a great place to start with, and we'll explore features and come to shortcuts and like things you could do with Figma soon. And why Figma? Well, as Kimberly was mentioning earlier, that when you are a developer, you work with designers very closely, and that also means that you will be accessing design files, and pretty much you can like export a lot of things like the code. You could inspect code, you could get properties of get properties of each of the components basically. So you could do that. When it comes to development, a developer or a designer could use that too. And FigJam, like we just explored FigJam, there are a lot of templates, there are a lot of things that could be done with FigJam, and plugins. So while working in actually the Figma file, not FigJam file, you could actually use plugins to like do a lot of things. We'll come back to it very soon. And community. So I'm going to explore this too. So Figma community is basically like, you could say, kind of like a pool for resources where you could use a lot of things like templates, basically templates, and a lot of other things. You could go about it, and like how to you basically it just makes your life a lot more easier with community tools. And like this one, like this this PPT that I actually made was like using a template, PPT template. I kind of like just went on the community page, and you could just look around and like see what you want and like stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good place to start at. Oh wait, so interesting. I can't go back. Let me stop the share for some time. Yeah, I can actually do this now. What can I do with Figma? Yeah, pretty much a lot. If you kind of missed a couple of things that I was talking about. So yeah, give me a second. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, amazing. But the thing is, okay, yeah. So Figma for the design and like the developer things, right? So what about the non-design stuff? What if I'm not a developer or a designer? You could use it to like keep notes. You could use it to create invoices. You could use it to make presentations. Like every single day, like everyone like kind of needs to make presentations, in day-to-day life. And I think it does a very good job with like, giving you templates with like already like pre-existing fonts and like type scales and like colors going on, and like yeah, pretty much they have like amazing like themes going on. So you could pretty much use that. Pomodoro, you could use like Pomodoro timers. You could do music jams like I just like showed you a couple of minutes back, and a lot of other things. So yeah, so this is like a kind of an activity I wanted you all to do, but before that, I want to like explain how Figma works. So I hope the screen is visible. Oh, did we just let me log in again? Okay, amazing. So this one, I'm actually afraid to call everyone on this file because I feel it's gonna be a chaos again. So yeah, this one. So let's say I want to create a presentation. So we start with a frame. Frame is just like a rectangular kind of screen, but like it's different than rectangle because frame is like the basic part, and you can basically just do this. When you like create a frame, you could like select what kind of screen you want. So let's say we want a slide, so we go with this. Or let's say we want to create a social media, let's say an Instagram story. So here you go. So you could do something like that. So once you're in a frame, and basically these are like the way that elements are kind of like stack onto each other. So let's say this thing, the down, whatever is like, the bottommost part, that is like the thing that is like behind, like that's like the first thing, and then this one. So I'll explain it with like using a couple of shapes. Let's say there's a shape, and what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so, or let's say we're just creating an Instagram story. So let's go ahead and take an ellipse. Let's say we want to add an image here. We could just go and search for some images. Let's say a student. Oh, I love this one. I'll show you pretty cool things for it. Copy image. There's actually a plugin that you could use to like search for images inside of Figma, but for now I'm just gonna. Oh shit! Did I like? Oh, okay. Okay. This here. So yeah, you could like, as you can see, it kind of like wraps it around. So you could like change it to crop. You could change it to fit. We'll change the crop and you will crop it a bit. And we'll fix her here. Is she doing good? I hope so. Yeah, amazing. So yeah, here we have our image done, and let's add some text here. Say, let's increase this. So you could select the font sizes 96 at 64, and this is the font type. We could use Poppins. Poppins is my favorite. So yeah, let it go. Looks like I lost it. To do it again. So so what's amazing about Figma is you could align things, and as you can see, like you can align things and you can see it moving, like the red lines, while you're doing it. So yep. Okay. Yeah, we could change the font to pop in. We could change sunny bold, and yeah, let's add another text, or you could basically just go ahead and just press Alt, and you can like do it, drag it, and it kind of copies. So let's say I'm a student and blah blah blah. Change it to regular. Oh, oh. So you could just create like that, and if you just press Alt and like drag, it could just like copy. That's how you can like make various components. Yeah, so something like that. So you could like do things like that on Figma. There is also a scale. There's also one of those things that I like to use is like scale instead of like doing like dragging it, you know, at each corner. You could probably just scale it by using the shortcut key K, and we like scale it to whatever size you want it. So yeah. Oops. And if you like just drag this whole thing, you can just get this down. And yeah, something like that. Let's align it. Yeah, so you could pretty much, that's how you can use. So coming to prototype. So okay, let's do something. Let's press Alt and let's copy this. Yeah. So I wanted to like basically when I'm clicking on this thing on her, I'm tapping on her, I wanted to like show the text. So let's do that. Let's just see how we can do that. Let's just copy some lorem ipsum. Oops, not so much. Let's just copy some dummy text. Okay, let's go back. Oh, yep. Now, here's an interesting thing. Now, why do you think that it's kind of invisible? It's because it's not in the frame. So we kind of have to get this in the frame so it's kind of visible. I think this is pretty huge. Let's change this to 20. Oh, that's too small. It should be good. So yeah, this is how you prototype. So we can take this and put it to this. And on click, yeah, we could do one click, and we want it at the instant that we click it at, or you could use smart animate, so it kind of just slowly animates it to the thing, move in, move out. Yeah, so let's just use instant. So yeah, let's go and check this flow out. So yeah, when I'm clicking on it, it shows me this. So yeah, okay, let's actually smart animate it. Let's change it to 400 milliseconds. Yeah, okay. So we refresh this. Oh. Click it. Okay, that did not work. Why? I really like the tutorials like you use and frame preset size with that name. The slide one is also frame preset. Okay, I'll take some time to read all of those comments. And yeah, so that's pretty much how you could like kind of do like prototyping and inspect. Coming to like inspect, so again, if you're a developer, this is like pretty interesting. So you could like, you know, just take properties from here, and here's the CSS code. So boom, just take it and like use it anywhere. If you're like building a project that's live, so you could just, you know, copy paste this CSS code into your project. So yeah, you could do that. There are a couple of plugins that you could actually use to directly like, you know, build websites, like just build your code right from like your designs, but you don't have to code actually, but they're not the best to use. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, so I wanted to cover a couple of more things. What was it? Let's go back to our slides to see what else is there to cover. Yeah. So this was the activity that I wanted everyone to like take part in. So you could like build a mood board per se in FigJam, or you could like create your 5 slides like about yourself, like a presentation, like, you know, using like these slides in Figma. And yes, I will be covering communities part. So after I cover the communities part, I want you all to like do this activity. So yeah, coming to the communities part. So yeah, explore community. This is like my favorite part. So I just love how like the, you know, Figma just does this. Like every time you just go, like it kind of just changes the text and, you know, the colors. I just love how it's going on. So you could like, if you're a developer, you could pretty much use like icons, illustrations, and animations. Let's go and check that out. So yeah, so let's say this is a paid one. Okay, let me go back. Or let's just say social media icons. I could go and like just see this one. As you can see, you can get a copy of yours, and boom, you can start editing. I have too many tabs open. That's probably why it's taking too much time. Yeah, so as you can see, you can just go ahead and like just tap, like double tap or double click if you're using mouse, and you can like just alt it, alt, just press alt and like drag it, so you can make a, you can just take another copy of yours, or you could just also do control C, control V. So yeah, you could, that's how you could like pretty much use icons pretty much on the community page. And also, yeah, let's go back. So inspiration, yeah, you could find a lot of inspiration on, there are logos there. So if you want to get a design, so there's like, it's pretty much like dribble, and like you could basically find a lot of things to work with, and like just see how, you know, other designers are like working with. So yeah, that's that. A lot of logos and templates and plugins. Yeah, so you can actually use plugins directly from your Figma file. So you don't have to like go and go to the community page to like use a plugin. Oh, where is it? Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. yeah, so as you can see, I could just use a plugin from here. So let's say I want to create a type scale, or let's say I want to create like color shades. So I can just press in, like, just select my base color. Let's say this, or maybe let's change it to, yeah, and just enter. Okay. What is happening? Oh, this thing I can't see. Oh, create is your expand. So yeah, while you're working on like let's say if you're like building a website, or like just a design where you want to like keep consistency, so you could like probably create like, you know, these shades where like you could use like this is like your base color, and like you could just go about like using these shades. So I kind of do that when I'm like building a website per se. So so I could like go on and like kind of use what kind of shades that I want to use with that website. So you can use that, you know, in like anything else as well. So yeah, let's explore community a bit more. Um, so let's say presentations, if you are looking for presentations, so you could just go and see that a lot of templates around, and you can just type anything and you'll find something for it. So that's, you know, that's the amazing part about Figma, that you'll find something about like whatever you're looking for. So that's about community. So yeah, I wanted everyone to like, we could have this activity going around where we could like build something using Figma, as of what I covered and like what you kind of understood with it. So yeah, Kimberly, can I have you back real quick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep. So I actually wanted like to do this activity where like people could go about like you and like kind of use things on community and like build something.
Yeah.
If they want to like create a template, like I mean start using templates, or just basically anything on Figma. So yeah, let me just share my screen real quick. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to do, like the activity.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if people want to go and do the activity, you know, you can have like, how long do you want people to do it for?
20 minutes.
20 minutes was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people can go and do that for 20 minutes. They can pop their screen on and discuss it if they want, but we can, then we can come back in 20 minutes and we can,
Kimberly, are we done with 20 minutes, or?
It's a good question. I don't know. Do people want a bit longer, or are people done with their boards? How are people feeling?
Are you guys making something? I want to see what people are building.
What I'll do is I'll also make sure that everyone can screen share. So actually, I've enabled multiple screen sharing now. So yeah, how are people doing? Do people want to, does anyone feel confident enough to show off their mood board? Scary. No one has to, by the way, but yeah. Okay.
Have one. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Chigozi? Did I say that right? Sorry if I didn't. You can unmute yourself if you want as well.
Yes, yes, it is. Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Okay, let me share my screen.
so yeah, you should be able to share.
Okay. Okay, sorry,
Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
yeah, so I mean, mine is just really simple. Yeah, I just have 4 aspirations for this year, and I've kind of started on some of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I recently bought a bicycle to try and cycle more this year and keep fit. I've also been interested in bird watching. So I bought a little book on British birds to start as well. And yeah, similarly for reading. Sadly for the holidays, probably in the summer, I would go to somewhere down south, probably Spain or Portugal or Cyprus. So yeah, that's basically me. And yeah, I want to be better at service design this year as well.
this looks
Mm.
great.
Yeah.
So
I
what
love
type?
it.
Thank you.
So what type of cycling is it? Is it normal, like road cycling, mountain biking?
Well, it's road cycling for now. I bought a hybrid bike,
Yeah.
so it's just for road cycling for now. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
And what are you reading at the moment?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I said, what
What
are
are
you
you
reading
reading?
at the moment?
Oh, it's a book, How to Design Better Services. It's by Lou Down.
Okay.
He works in the GDS in the UK on service design. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's been really insightful. I'm learning a lot from it as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Thank
nice.
you. Okay.
Very
So I'll
good.
stop sharing and give the chance to someone else.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to share their board? Shreya, do you have a board that you could maybe share?
Me?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you'd also done the
Oh,
task and
I actually have something that I could show, but it's not like a mood board.
okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I will. Give me a second. Oh, I actually like. So Figma has this annual conference called Config. So there's this interesting thing that goes on. So you can just like edit like your own passes. So yeah. So wait, where is it? Yeah. So this is like my badge that I made like last year. So this is about me. So this is like gym picture kind of thing. And then this is like the song that I was listening at that moment. These are the things that kind of like explain what kind of a person I am. And here are my Twitter links. And this is what I do. So yeah, I love meditating, just going in a silence. That's something that I'm really passionate about. So another goal for this year is to like kind of, get back at like, being mindfulness and like just like meditating every single day. So that's that. Yeah, I like this thing. So yeah, you could call that a mood board, I guess. So yeah.
Does anyone
Jason
else?
wanna show? Jason, do you wanna show what did you make? I actually went into the breakout room yesterday you put me into. I just met Jason there and I just asked him. I actually forced him to come today. So you could say that. Yeah.
I came free and willingly because I knew it was going to be fun trying to make something new with Figma. My problem right now is my inspiration or lack thereof, trying to come up with a mood board of like something like what do I put? And I'm finding pictures and then I'm not happy with the pictures and then
Yeah.
it's like trying to ask me to ask like things about myself. It's not something I'm easy, that comes easy at all.
So have you thought of your goals, like what any goals for this year?
Yeah, software, but then like pick a picture that describes learning software development in a nutshell. Do you know what I mean? Like how do you sum that up? Just a picture of a screen. Like
I always think of do you know the have you watched Bruce Almighty? Do you know there's the gif of Jim Carrey that's just like frantic, typing away. I always just think of that.
There you go, that's it.
There
It's
you
like
go.
when we had to do a Miro on one of our projects, and they were like, oh, you know, on the first page, everybody should pick 3 pictures to sum themselves up. I was like, okay, but it's going to look like a dating profile because it's just going to be a picture of me with a dog, me in like swimming, me like, and I'm like, what picture do you want? Like, don't ask me, like, just pick one for me. And they were like, no.
What was that for?
It was a big old project that we did, a month-long project, and what they wanted was to have a slide on the screen when we introduce ourselves and our role and what we did in the project.
Yeah, so, I know what you mean by like a dating profile. Like pick the 3 best pictures of myself that show me as a really great rounded person.
Exactly. And you're like going through hundreds and you just, not easy.
It's okay. You can just show us what you made.
Literally nobody. I haven't made anything because I'm literally looking for photos, so I haven't. But it's okay because I'm very familiar with Figma. What I could do, I could actually, you know what I could do is try and find my previous stuff and share some of that. In fact, I might even be able to find the fig jam from that project. Hold on. Okay, so this was a fun little thing we did. Yeah, I'll show you this one because this my mood board is rubbish.
Yep, show us.
As soon as this finishes loading. Yeah, okay, cool. So share screen, and I want to share this one. Share. So yeah, our team was called Hakuna Matata because, you know, it's the great name for anything. And we had to come up with a whole manifesto about how our team was going to work together. So if you like, it's kind of a mood board for our team. But it wasn't very fancy. We did it with just plain text. But the fun stuff was when we went to try and develop an idea. And we did this thing called Disney Ideation, where we come up with like really creative, crazy things like projects that we could think of. And so that's what we did. So we just quickly, you know, used stickies, like sticky Post-it notes, whatever you want to call them, and came up with some silly ideas. So website platform to book sessions with mentors, global platform for finding help from anyone, anywhere to get unstuck. Like, what would that even look like? These were things to sort of help with coding, help with tech, help, you know, make us better coders, basically.
I love it.
Yeah, it was.
This is exactly the point that I actually wanted everyone to like explore Figma, because there's just so much that you could do, like brainstorming with, you know, people. Like that's the best tool to use.
And this is when it gets really crazy, because that's when you invent characters and you have to imagine a story of somebody who doesn't exist, preferably, or you can base it on someone who does exist, but just change the name. So that's kind of like, we went with Phoebe because I'm like a huge Friends fan. So just built a bio around her, an artist who loves to play guitar. So there's this whole thing about doing personas where you say, as a something, I want something, so that something.
Yeah, where I used to work, we would do something called new product development, so NPD, and you would do this. So you would create like your ideal audience member for this new product that you were building, and we used to do stuff like this with it, and it was really fun. We'd go as far as going like, what shops would they shop in, like what hobbies do they have on a weekend,
why
isn't this
go
on holiday?
Why can't this just be the job, just doing this and then stop? Give it to someone else to do the rest, right?
Well, you could be a designer. I mean, this is exactly how I go about like making my case studies. Like, brainstorming ideas, brainstorming problems that people could be like facing, coming back to like, you know, interviewing them, coming back to like just making personas. Like, yeah.
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 So her interests were animals, music, and charity. This was where it gets quite tricky because you have to separate like what they're interested in from what their influences are. So at first sight, you think that's quite easy, but it's not, because like you could say their influence is their friends and the thing that they're interested in is their friends, but which way round to put it? So it took us a long time to decipher the difference between, you know, you're interested in something like animals, music, and charity, but those aren't necessarily influences that affect you and your decisions. But they kind of do, so they kind of overlap. So it's a bit silly.
No,
And
but this is what you do, right? Like it's not, this isn't silly at all. And this
yeah.
is perfect.
And then goals at the end. So get good at coding, get a job. I mean, Phoebe Buffay would never be interested in coding, but we had to twist it to make it so that she would be an appropriate audience for our product. So
Oh no.
we just had to make it so you have to imagine Phoebe Buffay actually, you know, coding.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we started developing designs, ideas. We developed a whole tree of components and stuff for code. I don't know why the wireframes aren't in here, but oh, there's the low fidelity wireframes. Just a general idea of what the app might look like. And then these were some inspiration pictures that we dragged off the internet. There's another box diagram. So it basically, oh, in fact, what I can do is show you the final. That's the end product. So
Ooh.
let me zoom in so everybody can see it clearly enough. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Yeah. So it was like a flashcard app. And when you say like, how do you prepare for an interview? And the answer is to flash it. And you say next question, and the next question will come. And it's, yeah. And then behavioral questions. If you just want behavioral questions, you can just get behavioral questions. Technical questions, you just get them. And if you want a random mixture of both, you can do that. So yeah.
I love the gradients happening, on the button.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
amazing.
We got bored. We were like, how can we like make this more
Yeah.
flashy? And that's how we did it.
Yep.
Love it.
So yeah, I'm a huge Figma fan, but don't ask me to make things like boards or things about myself because I just end up in a mental block. Ask me about something else and I'll be like 100 ideas, but ask me about myself and no, mental block.
Nice. Does anyone else want to show off theirs? Okay. Oh, Shreya, I'll hand back to you.
Yep. Does anyone else want to share what they were doing? Or I could go back to the Figma file and actually see what people were doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what do those look like now? They must be full by now, surely.
Apparently someone just did something, like remove the entire thing, and I was like, okay, let's see. Oh, it's clear again. Oh,
It's not.
oh, we love this. Who made this? Did Catherine make it?
Did you
Shubh
want to
make
share your
it?
screen?
Yeah.
And we can also.
Oh, am I not sharing again? Oh my god. Okay, I think now everyone can see it. Yep. I was talking about this one. This is amazing. Who made this? I see no one in the chat saying it's mine. Shoops. Do you want to explain? Do you like, you can like unmute yourself and like explain this mood board you kind of made?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Hiya. So I think this is pretty much my first time creating a vision board ever since being a child. So
Lovely. Yeah.
this year, I think for me, I'm literally leaving my job that I've been in for about 5 years now. And I'm leaving without another job. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do with my career, and I'm taking a leap of faith. So that's where the it's impossible to it's possible images from. I also want to focus on my health this year, because I think for the past few years I haven't really been focusing on that. So yeah, I want to prioritize that. And then I was lucky enough to score some tickets to has anyone heard of a band called BTS by any
BTS.
chance?
We love BTS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the members announced a solo tour, so I am going to LA to see him 2
When
nights
is it
in
happening?
LA.
I did not know about this.
He announced it while he was live on Weverse a few weeks ago. So yeah, the tickets literally went on sale last week, 1 week ago, and yeah, so
That's amazing.
yeah. I was lucky enough to see them in South Korea last year in Busan. So yeah, that's
amazing.
basically going to be the highlight of my year.
Oh, that's sweet. Yep.
Thank you.
So you're flying to LA. Interesting. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, and we have another one, Catherine's mood board.
Yeah, hi. I don't know why the pictures are not showing. They're from Unsplash. Do you know why they might not be showing?
Really?
So all the boxes have got
Can you see the
image-
pictures on your screen?
Yeah, I can see them on mine.
Oh, you could probably screen share.
But if this was like like generally, is that something that happens, that a person puts up pictures and then they don't show up?
No, let's fix it. But for the meanwhile, you could like probably share your screen and I could just go about seeing why that's happening.
Okay, so mine's just very basic. It was supposed to be about sand, but then I kind of ran out of time. So yeah, I don't know if I really followed the instructions properly. I was just trying to put some pictures on a board.
I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah. I like it too.
Thank you.
This is sand. Nice.
But yeah, if we can find out why they weren't showing, that'd be great.
Yeah. So did you like use a plugin or how did you like go about using the filters?
Yes, I used a plugin called Unsplash. I think. Let's see. Yeah, Unsplash. Anyway, no worries at all if we can't figure it out right now.
Okay. Let me do something. Oh wait, let me share my screen for the
Okay.
So plugins and same art. And let me take this picture. Let me just drag it and take it. I got to some other copy. Oh, can you like see my image?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not like on my screen, but like
Oh,
on inside the file.
I can, yeah.
Okay. So could you like show me how exactly did you insert an image again? So I could like.
I just clicked on one of the boxes, and then added the plugin, and then just chose an image just exactly like you did, and then it just kind of locked itself into the box.
Oh. You unsplash image inside the process.
Oh, so maybe each user has to have that plugin installed.
Not exactly, but well, I just cannot view the image. Apparently, I cannot see the image. Can you like share your screen and probably we could like.
Yep.
Let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah, it's perfectly visible. Is it just me who cannot see these, or let me just refresh my page. It's actually not visible. Okay,
Anyways, thank you for trying.
Yeah, when I'm in Figma, I can't see the images either. So yeah, it's not just you, Shreya.
Okay. probably just run the plugin again and we could just see.
Mm. Yeah, I guess it's not helping.
Can you like drag and drop the images like from the plugin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, drag the image and yeah, drop it. Let's see
Oh.
if I can still not find images. Interesting. That has never happened before.
Okay.
That's weird.
Maybe it's just that particular app. Anyway, shall I stop sharing?
Yeah, I guess. But I'll try to look into that. Why is that happening?
Okay, thank you.
So does anyone else want to share their mood boards or slides or whatever they were trying to build? Yep, Helen, go for it. I refreshed the page and it worked. Ikram says that it worked. Maybe it's just my thing, I guess.
So this is mine.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
Yep,
hear you.
yep.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
sorry, I wasn't sure if anyone can hear me. But this is mine. So this year I want to focus on wellness, learning how to, well, I can sew. I just want to advance that a bit further and then traveling back home to Kenya. And that's it.
Oh, amazing. Is there like something in particular you have in mind that you want to sew?
I want to learn how to make a jumpsuit. So I can make the basics. I can do skirts, tops. I want to learn how to make a jumpsuit and a shirt with like button down.
So cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what's interesting? Because I'm only 5 foot, and being able to do stuff like that has been something that I've wanted to do for years, because no clothes ever fit me. Like I can't get maxi skirts, maxi dresses, jumpsuits because I'm only 5 foot.
Yeah, you learn one thing and then everything else just comes to you.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's me done. I tried to use a plugin on, it's like this image cutter plugin on Figma. So it was just like, this was one image and I just split it into this.
That looks really good.
Amazing.
Fancy.
We love it. Yeah.
Good. That's it.
Nice.
That was amazing.
I don't mind sharing my screen. How? Okay, right. Haven't used Zoom in a while. How do you share screen? Oh wait, I found it. Okay. Where is everything? Hold on. Got too many tabs open. 1 second, honestly.
When you go to share screen, you can just choose like one window rather than the whole thing if you want.
Yeah, because obviously, this is. I got too many because I don't know if because I also have it here, but I don't know if I press. For example, if I press on something, it's gonna show. Hold on, let me just try this. I think that's the one. Can you see it?
Yep, we can see it.
Oh, is everything fine? Can you see the screen?
Yep. Can you like zoom out a bit? Probably inside the
Oh,
file.
how do you zoom out?
Just like this. I mean, are you
Oh, do you
using
use,
a
do you use your fingers or? Oh, made that small.
you can just do Control Z to like go back. It just goes back. You can like zoom here. Like, can you say like see 100% on the top right? Yeah, just click on that.
There's too many things on my screen. Ah, there we go.
Click on it. Yep. Click on it and you can like zoom out.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. Does it? Can you see now? Oh, it's gone really small. Oh, all right. I see. Wait, can I just change it to like 75 or something on the spot, or do I need to?
Yep, you can do that. You can also use Control and like minus, as you can see the shortcut.
Does that work? Does that work? Okay. Well, I'm a newbie. So that's what I've done for my let's move it here. I've done this for my mood board. I don't know if you can. So basically I love food. So I'm trying to like eat, I mean, I already eat vegetarian or plant-based food anyway. So really I'm trying to increase more like different colored vegetables into my diet. I went to Zante last year and also they have their style is like Mediterranean. So I really like the food there. So I just trying to really like the colorful food and the colorful way of the way they eat is really healthy and really nutritious. And I really like Prosecco. So I want to drink more of that, even though I'm not an alcoholic. I just don't drink enough. That's the thing. So if I just add more alcohol into my system, maybe not too much though. I need to drink more water.
Yeah.
And
that's a reminder to drink water.
I also want to go to the beach more. I went to the beach like last year and I really enjoyed it. And so that's really what I want to do, like go to beaches when I start traveling again. So that's really my mood board.
Oh, I love it.
Love it. Yeah.
I don't know what this is. I think it's like some sort of meat, but it looks really delicious. So I actually added it. So yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's nice.
How do I stop sharing now? It's been a while since I used Zoom. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah.
That was amazing. Yep. Does anyone else want to share their screens? I would love to see what you all built. Oh my God.
Well, I guess if no one else wants to go, does anyone, Shreya, is there any other part to this workshop or should we just open it up to questions for you? Oh, I'll share. Ikram, yeah.
Hey, sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, has Shreya froze for other people or is it just me?
Yeah, she doesn't, she might be unbelievably still, or yeah, she might be frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen. Okay, well, we can continue. So yeah, Ikram, did you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. It won't be a quick second.
No problem at all.
Oh. Here we go. I'm not sure if you guys can see that okay.
Yeah.
That's what I created. It's just, I don't know, maybe just a card. So I just thought like, not like a CV based, but I just thought, just a card of yourself with your name and what you do and just about you and your projects and stuff. So yeah, just thought I'd create that, but
Yeah, nice, nice.
because I'm thinking about creating a portfolio for myself, just kind of like I've seen quite a few projects where a lot of people are, creating almost like their CV online, and they do
Yes,
a lot of JavaScript stuff. So I was thinking of a way of, that's kind of why I came in today, just because I thought, oh, it'd be pretty cool just to kind of know how to create something like this and then probably put it on the site. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's a great idea.
yeah. So I just thought
And you give yourself 4.7 out of 5. Why are you not 5 out of 5?
Yeah, probably, probably just because I have to work on my React skills, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
So, but yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
I can, once I learn that, I'll bump it up to 5.
Yeah, you gotta back yourself. So give yourself 5 out of 5.
Yeah, no, I would, yeah.
Yeah, Shab, see you later. So someone's just saying that they need to drop off. Okay. So are you saying here that you've worked at 5 companies and that's your experience level?
No, that's just actually just a random sort of number that I came up with. I've
Okay.
actually, if it came to jobs, I've worked quite a lot, but it's the work where I work now is actually my first job as a junior software dev.
And did you say you were at Google?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I wish. No, I just work for I work for a company called CPA.
Okay.
So they just deal with sort of business tax, all sorts. So I'm just a dev there.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
nice. Yeah.
so, yeah.
And Shreya, you're back. We got you.
I actually lost the internet. What did I miss?
But no, it's fine. Ikram just showed off his design. But when you froze, so we just said you're either unbelievably still or you have frozen, and we couldn't just. But it's fine. You're back. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Ikram. Does anyone else have something that they want to share? And if not, I can see that there's a few people dropping off now. So it could be that, if anyone's got any questions for Shreya, we move to questions and then start to wrap up, because I also know that it's incredibly late for you, Shreya. I think it's like 10 to 1 in the morning now for you. So
I actually don't mind at all. So, yeah.
Okay.
We could just finish it real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
So some resources that I think like are very helpful if you want to dive more into design, probably Figma has amazing YouTube channel of theirs. They have an amazing playlist going on, or you could like use Webflow University. So Webflow has its own like playlist going on too, and you can just use YouTube for like tutorials and things of as such. So yeah. And let's connect. So if you want to like connect with me, so you could probably like that's my Twitter, Behance, and LinkedIn accounts. So yeah, so I'll be happy to connect with all of you guys. And if you have any questions, like Kimberly said, so you could like shoot them on me right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Everyone is stunned to silence. I'll just get your Twitter up now. There you go. Shreya, do you have Instagram as well? Because I was going to tag you in one of the stories just now.
Yep. It's
Is it the same handle as your Twitter?
yes, but with an underscore at the end.
Okay. Oh, let me just take a picture of that. Cool.
Thank you, Ellen, for joining. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you. So
Yep.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Jason.
Just because you've seen the standard of my work on Figma, which is not high, have you got some examples of your work that's maybe a bit higher?
Sure, I could show that.
Because I'd love to see what like professional Figma work. Do you know what I mean? Like presentable, like stuff that you would literally present to a client or something? I don't know, because
Yep.
I've never seen
Yep.
anything like that. So
Okay. So I could like show you like a couple of projects that I was working on.
something to aim towards, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Wireframes, anything kind of like that would be really helpful, because I've never seen like proper professional stuff.
I will show you. Give me a minute. So I'm currently working on like this UI project. Recently, I was working on this. So as you can see, it's gonna load. It's gonna take some time to load. So it's a mess. My Figma files are a mess, as you can see. So this is like the kind of like a prototype I created. So I will like show you guys how this one works. But like I just go on, like if it's a UI project, I just go on with like some mood boarding, like wireframes. I do not have it here, but like I kind of just pencil sketch them and go on about like deciding my color palettes, like primary
Yeah.
colors, like choosing their like type scales, like basically like for what kind of like headings, how much you're going with, like so like IBM and like Apple and like Google have their own like guidelines while you're like designing something.
Okay.
So when it comes to like UI, so depending on like the project and like depending on like the kind of like interface you're building on, so you could like kind of use that. So if you're like building like UI, so like as a developer, you would know that you kind of use columns, right? So if it's like 12 columns if it's like a desktop, but like three columns if it's like a mobile thing. So yeah, so we use like 12, and like this is like the kind of like pixel gutter, and like this is just a grid system that I use. And then yeah, I just like just place those grids and like just work upon like some inspiration that I drew, and like yeah, just a lot of things going on. Like yeah, basically I just work with the grids on, so it just looks like messy, but like I can just go on and like wait is that?
Nice. See, this is what I'm talking
So
about. Yeah.
yeah, this is how like designers like actually do it.
Oh my God. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
A mess. Yes. Yeah. So this is like kind of like prototype.
And
here.
Shreya, how long would you say you've been using Figma for?
About a year, I guess. Like
Okay.
yeah. So can you like see my screen?
Yes.
So
Yeah, we
this is
can.
like a gradient thing that kind of like moves around.
Oh my,
Yeah.
yes. Can we, how do you do that?
Yeah, so I did that. So it's very interesting and
Okay.
like fun to work with in Figma. I love it.
What other like resources and stuff would you recommend for learning Figma?
Like I said, Webflow and just Figma's like basic playlist kind of
Okay.
covers everything, pretty much everything. But there is this guy, like what's his name? I think his name is like Wildsworth, something. Like he has this amazing, like he does amazing animations on like Figma, and like I just kind of like replicate those, and like I kind of learn and then like just figure out like what I want to do with a page, and then like come up with how I could like do that animation myself. So yeah, that's how I go about like doing. But I could definitely drop in some resources in some time in the Slack channel that we have at Codebar. Yep, let me do that.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe put it into the, do you know the Codebar Festival Slack channel? Yeah, maybe pop some in there.
Yep. So that's like if it's a UI based project, but if it's like very UX based project, then I have like another example. It's also a mess. All of my things are always a mess, but wait, I can't find it. Yep. Oh no, this is different. Well, anyways, so let me show you how I actually take my UX notes. So like I just have like, back then I was like following Google's certification thing, Google's UX certification thing. So I was just like writing my notes. So this is how I would like just go about and like make my notes and just add screenshots and sticky notes, and yeah. So pretty much I just use like, I used to like keep a note of like shortcuts, because back then I was like, how this is like complicated stuff. So I couldn't remember, so I used to do that. Yeah, I have like sections divided like for everything. So yeah, that's how I use Figma. So I hope that answers, Jason.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
Yep.
And you just on it, like you just get to work, like you wake up at 9 or whatever in the morning and you just on Figma till you go home at 5. Is that right?
I do open Figma every day, but depends on like, yeah, like how
Yeah.
much time I'm doing it. But yeah.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
huge improvement in 1 year. That's, I mean, I say improvement. I have no idea what you started like, but that's a lot. Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have more questions? Thank you, Jason, for joining.
Yes, Alessandra has put their hand up. You can either pop it in the chat if you want, or unmute yourself. It's completely fine.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shreya, for your tutorial.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you something about, because you are more into UX, UI design, isn't it? Don't you use tools like Illustrator and Photoshop and all of these Creative Cloud apps from Adobe? Or do you just use Figma and others?
So I used to do graphic design, like I still do it like when it comes to like community work. So for building like, quick posts, you could just go on Canva and do that. But Illustrator and Photoshop are like, that's kind of not needed. Like Figma can like do everything. Like I want to just remove a background, I could use a plugin to do that in Figma. So why would I just use Adobe again, right? So just to like do something. So it kind of like depends on what exactly you're trying to do. But if it's like graphic work and like if there's a lot of like creating, and like then I would just go like use Adobe. But for me, I think Figma just does the job, so I don't use it personally. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just because I have a background in design too, and I studied with those ones, so I'm always a bit surprised with all of these new things that do everything, and it seems like taking the place, which to be honest, it's not bad because it's so expensive. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is very expensive.
Thank you for joining.
Welcome.
Yep. Adobe did buy Figma, but Figma is still doing like alone. I mean, I hope they don't take over or like just do whatever they want to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think there are any other questions. So thank you so much, Shreya, for giving this wonderful workshop. And I loved the collaboration element of this, like people coming in, giving their own ideas, showing their own mood boards, people being really honest and, sometimes vulnerable about their goals. Like, I really love that. We're trying to create a really safe space here. So I'm really glad that element of that happened. So thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you so much, everyone else. And yeah, I will see you all later.